Afternoon baseball here on the show. Ought to be a good one here between the St. Louis Cardinals and the New York Mets. First pitch of a great pitcher's duel is coming up next. Clayton Kershaw, a Texas-born left-hander, gets the starting nod. What do we need to know here, Danny?
Hey, take a look at that career ERA in the low twos. Not an easy thing to do in the day of smaller ballparks and guys hitting a lot of home runs. One thing he does, he stays away from the barrels of the bats, and if he continues to pitch like that, he's going to have his way with a lot of teams. It'll be interesting and fun to watch him in this one here today.
No balls and a strike to count. There's a fastball well off the plate. Lots of sunshine in the forecast. 83 degrees here at first pitch. A ball and 2 strikes now.
Now you could tell right there that curveball had some serious depth to it. That's what separates the good ones from the bad ones. That nasty spin rate, get that downward action. You even get a star player like this swinging at something in the dirt. No mistake what he was sitting on. Fastball, middle of the plate, kept his hands back, stayed through the baseball, and delivers a hard hit line drive.
Into the box now, Tommy Pham, as he rips it on the ground to second. And he is in there. They couldn't get him at second. Throw not nearly in time as he reaches it first. Coming to the plate now, Juan Soto. And he could give his guys an early lead if he can come through here. Tried to check it, and it's 0-1. Well, he's got him in the palm of his hand now. It's 0-2.
Guess where he's going with this next pitch? Probably a little further outside. See if the fish are still biting.
Betts over at second. Pham at first with no outs. And he lays off a pitch outside as they draw even at 2-2.
It looked like he tried to get him to chase on that pitch there, 1-2. A good idea, but I think now he has to challenge him a little bit. He doesn't want to get into a worse situation with the cleanup guy up next.
Another try at 2-2. And he tried to hold up that time. We'll get an appeal down to third, and no swing. It's ball 3. Now the 3-2 pitch. Lifted the other way out to left center. Merrifield is there, and he has it for the first out. But he gets back in time, safe at second base.
The first baseman.
First delivery to him on the way. Runners are at first and second with 1 away. A ball and a strike to the Cardinals' first baseman. Can't keep the weight back, and he falls behind 1-2. Lifted in the air out to right. Holt is there, 2 down, but he's safe at first as he gets back in time. Now batting, Chris Bryant.
Chris Bryant.
Looking to wiggle out of this. Here it is. Bryant to the opposite field. And he will get there to make the running play. And Jeff McNeil will be the next to take a turn. He'll lead things off here in the bottom half of the first. Now the pitch.
Number 9.
Lifted down the line in left. And that will end up a foul ball. Try to bunt for a base hit here as he gets this one down. But the throw will beat him at first, so the bunt for hit attempt is snuffed out. Next for the Mets, Whit Merrifield. Late square, and this is popped up. And there's the second out as he squeezes it while standing on the mound. And digging into the batter's box next will be Giancarlo Stanton. No one aboard for him, and 2 gone here in the first. Just a bit high with the fastball, but didn't get the call. A swing and a ground ball to third. And he tries for the backhand reach at third, but it gets by the glove down the line.
Dan, you have to love it when your defense picks you up right there, keeping him at first base.
Boy, D-Roll, that looked like it had extra bases written all over it. Great job by the left fielder to get to that ball and get the ball back in, keeping that to a single.
Anthony Rendon is in with 2 away as he takes a ball 1-0. 2 balls and no strikes to Anthony Rendon. Now the 2-0 is in there for strike 1. He's fallen behind now, 3-1.
This is where you cash your checks right here. 3-1. You're one of the best hitters in the game. You live for situations like this.
Skied into very shallow right. Pham is there, makes the catch, and the side is. Up next is Fernando Tatis Jr. He'll get us started in the top of the second. Line toward the alley in left center. And that finds some outfield grass. It's a base hit.
Hey, that was a well-executed pitch down and away. Sometimes you got to tip your hat to the offense. That's a nice piece of hitting. Maybe not what it was looking for, but the result was there.
But he's safe at first as he gets back in time. Nobody out, runner on first. Slider laid off for a ball.
If you're going to have any chance against a good pitcher, you got to find yourself in some great counts, and he certainly worked himself into a nice 2-0 count right here.
Merrifield patrolling center makes the play, 1 out. And he will scurry back to first as he'll think twice about trying to move up. Here comes the first pitch. On he pops it up. Stanton coming on, but he can't make the play as it finds the outfield grass. The throw to third. Throw won't get him.
The good news for pitchers in this park is that it doesn't give up many home runs. A lot of room in the outfield. Sometimes that's the bad news as well, though, because...
Oh, and while we talked, that pitch got away and ended up hitting him. So he'll head down to first on the hit-by-pitch. From the belt, kicks and deals. In the dirt and block behind the plate. And the runners will stay put here on ball 1. 2 balls and no strikes to the Cardinals center fielder.
Nowhere to put anybody. 2-0 count.
High in the air and deep to left center field. Gone! It's a grand slam. So he will touch them all on the grand slam as they move on top 4-0. Into the box, Tommy Pham.
Hey, you drive to the park and dream of coming through with a big knock with runners in scoring position. Bases loaded in that situation. Didn't try and do too much. They always tell yourself, calm yourself down and just get that guy in from third. He got them all in there.
You know, D-Roll, this is what makes it so tough to be a pitcher, right? You have them loaded, no place to put anybody.
Well, the left fielder's on it, and that retires. Here now is Rafael Devers, and they've got some work to do early on, down 4-0 already.
Lots of baseball left in this one as we're still early on, but you don't want to fall too far behind. They're already down by a bundle, and one of the things you want your leadoff guy to get on and set the table for the big boys to start driving in some runs.
Behind 0-2 now. Fastball swung on and missed for the first out.
This is what a power pitcher will do to you if he executes his pitches. That was a 3-pitch strikeout, and with the kind of stuff that he has, it's not uncommon for him to absolutely dominate certain guys.
Hit sharply on the ground. Throw on to first will take care of Encarnacion for the second out. Now in the box, Christian Vasquez will try to make something happen with 2 gone in the bottom of the second. First pitch of the at-bat. Two out, nobody on. Lofted in the air out toward right center. Simeon calls for it, and that'll get down for a base hit.
Beggars can't be choosers right there. We love those lawn darts. Doesn't matter how they come. Jammed off the end of the bat, doesn't matter.
Now a check swing, but it's strike one anyway, says the home plate umpire. Swing and a looper to left. In there, a base hit.
Hey, after back-to-back 2-out hits right now, this pitcher thought he was going to cruise through this inning, and now he's got traffic, and he's in jeopardy with a ball in the gap or a ball missed over the heart of the plate, a crooked number going on the board.
1 ball, no strikes to count. Swing and a miss. Blew it right by him at 96. It's a ball and a strike. Is put in play to the right side of the infield. On to first, and the Mets are going to come up empty here as that ends the inning. 2 left for the Mets. Top of the third set to get underway. The next to bat for St. Louis, Paul Goldschmidt. He flew out in his last at bat. 0-1 the count. Now here it comes. Goldschmidt, or Goldie just for short. He was an 8th round selection back in the 2009 MLB draft.
Man, coming out of the late rounds, you have to grind for everything. Nothing is given to you. And this guy has turned himself into a very solid big league ball player. That's a big accomplishment.
Up next to the Cardinals, the third baseman, Chris Bryant.
Fouled away. Bases are empty, 1 man out.
Nope.
And this one's downstairs. It's a ball and a strike.
Hey, that backdoor breaking ball just missed. He had a chance to run it to 0-2.
1-2 now as that one's fouled off. Pitch on the way. Hit out towards second. And that'll find its way into center field for a 1-out hit.
You don't see that too much in today's game. Most guys, it doesn't matter what the count is. They're looking to line them. Drive the ball out of the ballpark. Not the case here. Good 2-strike adjustment. Able to punch a ground ball through a hole for a single.
1 for 1 after a single his first time up. Oh, and it eats him up a bit. McNeil's got it for 1. On to Encarnacion, but it's too late to get them both.
Now back.
Digging in now, Mitch Garver. 0 for 1 for him here in this one. And a bit too high with that one. It's 1-0. 2 out with the man at first. Oh, this ball is hammered out to deep center field. A leap at the wall, but he can't bring this one back. It's a home run. At the plate now, Walker Buehler.
Wow, another long ball in the early going of this one. The second one he's allowed in just...
And the center fielder is under it to make a catch, and the inning is over. But the Cards do. So here's Jeff McNeil. He starts the inning, and Dan, they're down 6 in the early going. So what do they need to do to claw back into this thing?
Well, first of all, Matt, I think they need to start to get some base runners. It's hard to be patient when you're down by 6, but base runners are the key to getting back into this one.
Hey, with this big a lead, You have to just pound the zone and force this team to get aggressive in the box.
That's his first base hit, make him 1 for 2 now. So an inning opening single kicks off their half of the third.
Up next to the net.
Pitcher went to the well one too many times. Back-to-back fastballs. Hitter was able to keep his hands through, deliver a nice line drive.
He popped out in his first trip. Started to go around, but it's ruled strike 1 anyway. 2-1.
That's inside.
From the belt, the pitch. Fly ball out to straightaway right. Long run for the right fielder. He gets there and makes the play for the first out. Ready now, Giancarlo Stanton. He reached on a single in his first try. He's set and the pitch. And looks like he got the call there on the pitch inside. It's 0-1. Got him out on his front foot. It's 0-2. Runners on first with 1 down. And he'll try to hold back, but he won't be able to, as that's ruled a swing, and there are 2 away now. Next up for New York, Anthony Rendon, a Silver Slugger winner a year ago in the National League. Fastball on the first pitch, and it's taken for strike 1. Outside for a ball, 1-1. Oh, straightened him up there on that fastball. It's 1-2 now.
Hey, that's the modern game right now. North-south. Elevate that high fastball and bury stuff in the dirt. Complete.
And the throw is in time to get him to start of the 4th upcoming, but first, Heidi Watney standing by with a report.
Thanks, Matt. In between innings, I was able to catch up with the manager of the Cardinals to discuss his thoughts on his lineup so far. And flat out, he was very pleased with the quality of their at-bats. He said it's been a really complete effort from his hitters today that's resulted in them averaging 2 runs per inning right now. The table setters are doing their job, and the guys behind them have risen to the challenge of getting them home. There are a lot of happy hitters and coaches down here, guys.
Thank you, Heidi.
Great job of doubling up with a fastball inside. A lot of times you'll see a pitcher go in there, but they won't go back in there a second time. This guy's not afraid to pitch inside.
Throw to first in time, 1 gone here in the 4th.
The center fielder,
First pitch coming, here it is. Now a check swing, but he holds up in time, ball 1. 6 runs, 6 hits, and no errors so far for the Redbirds. Lofted in the air out toward right center. Holt is over to his right as he puts this one away. 2 down.
Now back.
So bases are empty here with 2 gone. And up next, it'll be the outfielder, Tommy Pham. Grounded back up the middle. And that's through for a hit. Merrifield scoops it up. Poor base running there. Got him caught in a hot box between first and second. And he'll try to get back now, but it's not going to work. The throw. Ready to go for the last half of the inning. Rafael Devers, the next to bat. He was a strikeout victim in his first try.
Yeah, and kind of shocked he got blown away with a fastball. You could tell he was late on that one. And we'll see if he tries to cheat to something this AB.
This is on the ground over to first. And he'll take it to the bag himself for the out.
Up next to the net.
Into the box now, Edwin Encarnacion. He got on top of one and was a ground out victim last time. High and deep to left. This one's got plenty of distance. And that's a home run into the top tank.
Yeah, they dug themselves quite a hole, but they say the first thing you need to do when that happens is to stop digging. Well, with that solo shot, they've stopped digging, but they've got a long way to go before they climb out of this hole completely.
And that gets through for a 1-out base hit.
That's what we refer to in the biz as a hanger right there. He's lucky he's getting his baseball back.
Here's Brock Holt now, as he'll take strike 1 on the inside corner. Holt, sometimes referred to as the Brock Star. He was a 9th-round pick back in the 2009 MLB draft.
I know this guy wouldn't go into the category of superstar, but to grind out the career he has being drafted where he was, my hat's off to him.
1 run, 6 hits, and no errors on the Mets line score so far. That's a foul ball off to the left, and it moves to 1-2. Checked his swing there, and did he go? No, he did not, says the third base umpire. Ball 2. The 2-2. High in the air out to center field. Betts has a read on it. And he brings it in for the second out of the inning. Now to the plate, the pitcher, Clayton Kershaw, comes into this at-bat 0 for 1 in the ballgame. Ready with the first pitch. Here it comes. Swing and a high chopper over to the right side. Goldschmidt will take this to the bag himself, and with that, the inning comes to a close. All ready to go in the top of the 5th. Ready for another shot now. Juan Soto. He's 0 for 2 in the ballgame so far. Swing and a miss on the slider, and he's quickly behind 0-2.
Well, he's following the code not to miss down and into a lefty. Everything on the outer half of the plate.
Check swing, but he held up in time. Ball 1. And this is taken for a ball high and tight. 2-2. Swing and a miss on the slider, and that's out number 1. Another strikeout for him on the mound, and boy, is it fun to watch him go about his business.
No doubt, Manny. He's one of my favorites, mostly because of his stuff. You know, he can absolutely dominate on any given day because of what he offers up there. It's just nasty. There aren't many hitters that like to see this guy on the mound.
Count even now at 1-1. Inside here with the hard stuff, and it's 2-1 now. Well, he just threw that fastball by him.
That's not a pitch he misses very often. He knows he should have done something with that one.
And a half-hearted attempt that time, but they'll say he broke the plane, and that's out number 2.
Now batting, the third baseman.
And, looked inside, but that's ruled a strike. 0-1. And he falls behind 0-2. Trying to strike out the side. Here it is.
Swing and a miss at a big breaking ball, and that's how the inning comes to an end.
Welcome back for the bottom of the 5th. Here's Heidi Wackney.
Matt, during the break, I caught up with the Mets manager to discuss his thoughts on his club's offense so far. And he said they just aren't putting enough competitive at-bats together right now. One example he brought is the number of at-bats that have gotten to a full count today. That number being 0. He said that stat alone shows that they're making it way too easy on the opposing pitching to get easy outs. So he's hoping to see a little more fight out of his hitters the rest of the way.
Good stuff, Heidi. Thanks. 1-1 to the Mets leadoff hitter. Swing and a ball hit softly on the ground, but a foul ball. 1-2 now. Pitch on the way. Started to chase there. They'll appeal it down to third, and no swing. It's ball 2. Line drive to center field. There to look it in his bets, and that's out number 1.
Now batting.
So 1 away here with the bases empty, and with Merrifield will dig in at the plate. This ball's hit in the air down the right side and out of play. 0-1. Now here's the pitch. Try to bunt for a base hit here as he gets this one down. And he'll reach first as they can't make the play on him.
Now back.
Giancarlo Stanton now.
Giancarlo
From the stretch.
Stanton.
Popped him up. Simeon has a play. 2 gone. So we're runner at first here with 2 gone in the inning, and that'll bring up Anthony Rendon. And no swing, apparently. Ball 1. Hits are even at 7 apiece. Swung on and hit deep to left center. This one has a chance, and this ball is gone. No chance to make a play on that one.
Hey, that's the price you pay right there when you try and sneak a fastball past this guy. Power hitter, and every power hitter in the league knows you got to start with the numero uno, number 1, man. You got to get on the heater and adjust to everything else, and he did just that.
A diving effort here as he gets a glove on it, and he'll make it to first easily on what will almost certainly be ruled an infield single.
Now batting, the first baseman,
Edwin Encarnacion now, as he will look at a first pitch fastball for ball 1. A hit and 2 at-bats for him at this point in the ballgame. On a line, that's a base hit into left field. The relay. And he'll scramble back to first safely.
Hey, guys, I like the execution by the batter there. He got a...
the catcher, Christian Vasquez.
So now to the plate, Christian Vasquez. Lifted out towards straightaway center field. And he'll get there in plenty of time to put this one away, and that ends the inning. But the Mets do strike for 2, both coming on. And that'll bring up Fernando Tatis Jr. He'll be the one to start things here against Clayton Kershaw.
Number 23.
And the first pitch of the inning here misses down and in for a ball. That's 1-0. Line toward the gap in left center. That's in for a base hit, and he's 2 for 3.
You barely see a pitcher of this caliber struggle like he is in this one, but the numbers don't lie. Take a look. You're not going to see this from this guy very often. Just goes to show you that even the best of us have off days.
1 for 2 in the ball game thus far, and that's in there, base hit. And that runner will go no further than second as there are 2 aboard now.
The pitcher, number 21.
Now, you got to be frustrated if you're on the mound. You try and go elevated heater right there and blow some cheese by him, and he's able to scramble it and drive it the other way for a base hit. Nice job by the hitter to get the barrel to that baseball.
A hit in 2 tries for him so far. And he'll take no chances here as he swipes this ball away. It stays a foul ball. Bit of a surprise here as he's going to try to lay one down. And the throw pulls the first baseman off the bag, and he'll reach it first.
Now batting, second baseman,
ready with the first pitch. Here it comes.
When you're hitting in a situation like this, you have to find a way to slow your heart rate down. The pitcher's the one with all the pressure. You're looking to keyhole something middle of the plate and drive some runs in.
2-1 the count. There's a curveball blocked by Vasquez. So he'll keep those runners where they are, but the count moves to 3-1. Hitters count all the way. Here it comes. Hit back toward the mound. And that's through into center field. Base hit. And the runner scores from third as they extend their lead. The tag, and they get him at the plate as 1 run scores, but not the second. Mookie Betts will stand in again, but before he does, let's take you back to the second inning of the ballgame. Maybe the key blow so far, a grand slam that really got things started for him. Up around the letters with that one for ball 2. Went about halfway there, but it's a called strike regardless. Almost got him to go around, but instead it's ball 3.
I love the ability to hold up right there, especially with count leverage. I know you want to get...
And he took a big swing at that one as this is driven out to deep left center field. Stanton's back to the track as he takes it for out number 2. And the tag's there. He's out at third base. It's a double play, and just like that, the inning is over. So striding forward now, Brock Holt. It was a flyout for him in his last trip.
This one doesn't look good so far. Down by a boatload as we enter the middle innings. It's about time they get something going. And the last thing you want to do is fall behind where you have to score a bunch in the 8th and 9th inning.
David Fletcher will.
Attention, please. Pinch hitting for the Mets. Number 26, David Fletcher.
And he connects with it. This one's hit deep out to left center field. And, oh, he missed a home run by a matter of feet. It's off the wall. And he'll make it to third base. Almost a home run there, but he's got himself a triple instead.
Number 9.
This thing had a chance to get out of here as it headed deep to left center, but it stays in the park, banging high off the wall. The runner has to play in front of him, so he sees they're going to have some trouble getting it back in, and he motors round second into third for the triple.
And he'll take it to the bag himself for the second out, but meanwhile the run is in to score. Standing in, Whit Merrifield. First pitch of the at-bat on its way. Curveball, and that misses in the dirt for ball 1. Two balls and no strikes to the Mets center fielder. Bases are empty here with 2 men out. 2 tight with that one. 3-0. Giancarlo Stanton would be next if they can keep this inning alive. Now here's a check swing, and they appeal down to first. No swing, so that's ball 4.
Up next to the net, the left fielder, Giancarlo Stanton.
Here comes the Cardinal manager up out of the dugout out to the mound. And he's going to motion for the bullpen, as that'll be all for his starter this afternoon. So he'll head for the showers as he stands to win this one if the bullpen can find a way to protect his 3-run lead. The 1-0.
That's a good take on a fastball out of the zone. Hey, I get it. He's looking for a ball to drive, but that ball was a little bit too far up in the zone. That's one you normally pop right up.
Fouled off.
You're lucky if you get one pitch a night right down the middle. Cannot be late on that fastball.
And he misses ball 4. So he comes out of the bullpen and immediately walks the first man he faces.
The batter, number 6, second baseman.
Bouncer to the left side. Oh, and he can't pick it up cleanly.
You never want to beat a pitcher that breaks a guy out of a slump, but this guy was too good. You knew it was a matter of time before he started barreling baseballs. That gives him a multi-hit game, and I'm sure he's feeling good about it.
In now, Rafael Devers. He swings and grounds it to short, and that's through into center field. Base hit. 1 run is scored. Oh, but it's offline, so the run will score.
Boy, talking about having ducks on the pond right there, D-Rose.
I know everybody wants to hit a home run. Those are the ones you remember. But without question, Dan, 2 out, 2 RBI knocks with runners in scoring position right there. You remember these knocks. Pitching a little bit backwards in this situation, I'd expect a hitter to be sitting off speed.
And 0-2 count to Edwin Encarnacion.
Boy, this is one of those ABs you like to hit the rewind button on. Put himself in a tough spot now, hitting with 2 strikes.
To 1-2 now. And he strikes him out here, so he's able to stop the bleeding a bit as this side is retired. Kenta Maeda is on to pitch from the bullpen now to start inning number 7.
Number 18, Kenta Maeda.
Ready to deliver. Here's the first pitch. And here's a first pitch curveball that bounces on him there. It's ball one. Line to shortstop, and there's one away. At the plate, Juan Soto. No hits in 3 tries so far. He's struck out once. And this one's not close. It's in the dirt for ball one. Pulled toward right center field. Center fielder on the run. He makes the running play. 2 down. Here's Paul Goldschmidt now. First pitch of the at-bat on its way. He'll hold off on the slider to start the at-bat. It's ball one. 1-0 pitch is his slider. Swung on and missed. 1-1. Circle change here, but it's taken for ball two.
Sitting in a good spot right here. 2-ball, 1-strike count is yet to see a fastball. Have to be sitting on one right here.
And Goldschmidt's aboard. It's a base hit.
Nice execution right there, Dan. Kept his front shoulder in, kept his hands inside the baseball, and ripped the base hit up the middle.
And if you're a pitcher right there, you can't get discouraged. Sometimes even when you make a good pitch, the ball's going to find a hole somewhere. That one right up the middle.
Now the 1-0. High in the air out to center field. Center fielder giving chase. He's there to make the play, and that'll retire the side. One left. Last half of the 7th here. Stepping up to the plate.
The catcher,
Ryan Presley gets the call from the pen to take over on the mound and start the home 7th.
Number 55.
First pitch coming. Here it is. Drives it out to deep right center field. On the move is Betts. And he tracks it down. Nice play for the first out.
Up next to the bat.
So
the right fielder.
now here's the pitch. He's set. Here's the 0-1. And a good idea to hold off on that swing. It's ball one. A shot down the first baseline. And he'll take it to the bag himself for the out. Avisail Garcia will pinch hit here, and he's the potential tying run. Got him fishing that time. 0-1. 2 out, nobody on. And it's 0-2 to Avisail Garcia.
Hey, this is an amazing inning right here. Attacking the zone, keeping his defense invested. Chance to get off the field super quick.
A ball and 2 strikes now. The 1-2. Hit to short. Fielded cleanly. Throw in the dirt, but a good scoop at first saves an error. Liam Hendricks has been summoned from the bullpen as he'll do so to start the 8th.
Number 16.
Digging in, Fernando Tatis Jr. So far 2 for 3 in this one. Here's the first pitch to him. And he'll hold off on the slider here to start the at-bat. It's ball one. Swing and a miss. Looked like the slider there. A ball and a strike. Oh, this is hit high and deep out to left. A leap at the wall, but forget it. It's gone. A home run. Stepping in now, Mitch Garver. And a ball pop foul to the right side, out of play. He's 2 for 3 and looking for more here. 0-1. Here it comes. Started to go around there, but he holds up ball one.
Hey, this guy's nasty on the mound, and to check swing and not chase that one puts himself right back in the count.
1 ball, 2 strikes to count.
Half swing here, but it won't matter. It's strike 3 called anyway, and that's out number 1.
You know, I'm not quite sure how that strikeout will be scored, looking or swinging. He tried to check his swing, but I'm pretty sure the home plate umpire was ringing him up regardless.
Michael Brantley will get the call here as he'll hit for the pitcher.
Michael Brantley.
Sent on the ground out to second. Rendon is there. In time to first, and there are 2 away.
Now batting.
At the plate, Marcus Semien singled home a run in his last time up. And the first pitch here is below the knees, but he gets him to chase it, and it's 0-1. Ground ball left side. Throw not nearly in time, so despite the great effort, that'll go into the books as an infield single. So that'll bring in Mookie Betts, and he'll promptly send it in the air out to center field. And we'll have to leave it there as the play is made here to end the inning. One for Brad Hand is on to pitch out of the bullpen in the bottom half of the 8th.
Number 33. Brad.
So the batting order turns over now and set to go Jeff McNeil. He was a ground out victim last time up. Hops this one up. Bryant backs up a bit and he takes charge for the first out.
Up next to the bat.
Whit Merrifield next to hit. He's working on a 1 for 3 thus far. And that's on the outside corner for a strike. Tries to bunt his way on here, but this is a foul ball. 1 out, nobody on. Merrifield behind, a ball and 2 strikes.
I got to count 1 and 2.
Tried to hold up there. Appeal down to first and no swing. It's ball 2. The 2-2. Here's at the knees and called strike 3. Striding in, Giancarlo Stanton. He's got a hit in 3 at-bats to this point. A little tardy there. No balls and a strike. Bases are empty here with 2 men out. Oh, and he leaves that one right over the plate as this is sent high and deep out to right center field. And it is gone. A home run. In now is Anthony Rendon. Oh, it's off the third base bag. And they won't get an out from this as he's able to reach on a play that you just don't see very often.
Now batting. Third baseman.
You know, D-Roll, as a pitcher, that can be so frustrating. You're taught to try to go out there and make quality pitches. And that.
Here's a fly ball, well hit. Racing back, the right fielder. And as Mets fans have heard before, that ball's out of here.
First baseman, number 23,
Edwin Encarnacion to the plate now. Will swing and lift the ball foul off to the left and out of play. As we near the end of this one, I think it's safe to say that the story of the game has undoubtedly been the long ball. Guys, what do you think about what we've witnessed?
Well, as a former offensive player, I absolutely love it. Kudos to both lineups for doing absolute damage today. One of the most fun watches of the year.
You know, D-Roll, what this shows me is this new age.
A swing and a miss. That retires the side, and that will do. Stepping into the box, Tommy Pham hit the ball pretty well in his last at-bat, but it resulted in a line-out. Kirby Yates comes out of the bullpen to shut things down here in the 9th. He's ready. Here's the first offering. Yates is one of those guys that just seems to be at his best under pressure. Runners in scoring position, tight game, tough hitters at the plate. That's when he's at his best.
One of the keys, Matty V, to being a good reliever is being able to pitch out of trouble. Trouble that's created by the pitchers before you, or sometimes you even have some mess that you put on yourself. Hey, regardless if it's a mess that he's inherited or one that he's created for himself, this guy makes good pitches when the game's on the line.
Got him to miss the breaking ball there. Tommy Pham becomes the first out of the inning. Line drive to left. Solid base hit for him, his first of the afternoon.
Sometimes you just got to tip your hat to the offense right there. Nice piece of hitting. Executed his pitch away again, but the hitter was able to stay on time.
And that misses for ball one. One-run game here in the top of the ninth. Good deception on the slider there as he's way out in front. Pulled high in the air out to left field. Stanton will have plenty of room as he makes the catch, and there's a big out number 2. And he will scurry back to first as he'll think twice. It's about trying to move up. Jonathan Villar will be summoned now to be the pinch runner. Now a quick move here to step off and look the runner back.
Number 3, Jonathan.
First pitch on its way. A bit high there. A ball and no strikes. Don't want to forget about it. And he won't bite at that one either. It's 2-0.
You thank your lucky stars when you get a chance to hit behind a guy with as much speed as he has on first base. The entire defense is on guard, and you know probably there's a fastball coming.
Fielded by Rendon. Throw in time, and the ball game is over.
Man, when you're leading by 6 runs, you can't let that slip away. They were thinking about the celebration in the clubhouse a little too early, and now the other guys are celebrating in that other dugout. This one's going to stink for a long time.
A close one, 9-8 at the end of the game in this one. The Mets crossed the plate 3 times in the 8th, helping propel them to the win. Liam Hendricks gets the W on the mound. So that just about does it for Mark DeRosa, Dan Plesac, Heidi Watney, and our entire crew. I'm Matt Vasgersian. You've been watching MLB.